Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the Lions Den Show. And here's your host.
Hello, and welcome to the Lions Den Show. I'm your host and your toast, Cody Robert Judy. Well, good evening. Congress is back to work today. And what are they considering? The Democrats want to increase the federal income tax levels that, by the way, less than 50% of the public pay. From where it is now about 36% to up to 39.6%. Ouch! That's gonna hurt. That's gonna leave a mark on our small businessmen. This would affect small business who hire people to work. So Obama remains firm on his vampirous ambitions to suck the lifeblood out of America. I heard a loud trumpeter, Rush Limbaugh, today. He said Obama was phony one-term president who had not been properly vetted. That's code for Obama has never been legitimate. He's never been a legitimate president. In layman's terms, it translates to one big phony bastard. One big phony American bastard. He's illegitimate. Never been vetted, never been constitutionally qualified, and we're all just supposed to go with the flow here and just support him for one term. Is that alright? Y'all? Excuse me? I'm trying to figure out something here. What part of Obama exactly is getting the sympathy? Is it the white part of Obama because his mother was a white American? Or is it the British part of him who is black, which confirms his dual citizenship? I don't know. Rush said Obama was an elitist bent on redistribution of wealth, taking our country into a socialist, Marxist agenda. You know, that graffiti on the boxcars written by gangs and juvenile delinquents? Well, Obama's presidency is less legitimate than the graffiti written on those boxcars on the wrong side of the tracks. Worse yet, I think he knows that you know now. The whole country knows. We're not even trying to hide it anymore. It's out there. It's just out there. Congress is filled with anxiety over it. The public is filled with anxiety over it. And what's the anxiety all over exactly? It's over poison that has been illegitimately pumped into our Constitution. That's it. That is legitimately putting our jobs, America's industry, our economy, our stability on a train for exportation. That's what the anxiety is all about. It's about a loss of trust, a loss of values, a loss of blood sucked out of the American country that's removed our vitality. That's what the anxiety is all about. Lack of vitality. You gotta wake up. You gotta smell the two faces. The Republicans are not doing anything about this. That's a dereliction of duty to defend the Constitution. Democrats, they're looking for a presidential candidate for 2012. And they're both acting like juvenile delinquents. They can't get past the fact that they are supposed to defend the Constitution, but there was no law to vet the candidate. Huh? Is that all they care about? Hey, I got news for them. That's what a U.S. Senate trial is all about. That's how Clinton, remember Bill Clinton? That's how Bill Clinton was actually impeached by the House. Do you think Clinton lying about sleeping with Monica Lewinsky is an easier pardon than Obama and McCain not being qualified to run for president, defrauding every single person that voted for him? Is that what you think? Where is your mind? Has everyone gone nuts? Have you overdosed on some fruity nut? You see Obama as a black man when he's half white. This man is a phony black man. To say he's a black is an insult to the white folks, and it's an insult to the black folks too. Who cares what color he is? The Constitution is black and white, and he is not vetted. He's not vetted. What about showing a little integrity, Congress, a little courage, and realizing the oversight of how to do it is no excuse for the dereliction of the supreme law of the land. Did you hear me say the supreme law of the land? We've got to drain the poison from our Constitution. We've got to stand up and start acting like men instead of little bitches. Grow you some balls, man. Is Congress eating fruity nuts cause them to lose their balls? Maybe as Rush talked about today in concern of the possibilities of the death panels in the healthcare bill being found in one-way trips to Mars for those 60 and over, we ought to give Congress the real space cowboy trip of their life. Teach them that they don't want to stand up for the U.S. Constitution, which is our goal. That is our horsepower, our value. When it comes to the head of the executive branch of our government, they can go out and be the first colonists on Mars on one-way tickets. That's right. That's the frontier they're protecting. Send them out to the real frontier if they don't want to protect the American frontier of the U.S. Constitution. They have all the evidence in the United States they need in the CIA Columbia Obama trial transcript. They got it. It's all theirs. It's all there. If they don't do this, history is going to confirm in them that they were the darkness of our future. They were the domestic enemy. They were the terrorists. They were the men and women caught in trance. No, they were not blind. They saw. They saw. But they didn't see. They did nothing in their chairs of power. They aspired more to the likes and the praise of the world rather than being champions of our future American generations. They were filled with cowardly acts, not bravery acts. They were elected as champions of our Constitution, but they were traitors and tyrants, domestic enemies of the foundation of America. Would it have been better that they flew a plane into a skyscraper somewhere in America, killing 5,000 Americans, rather than losing the values and principles of the Constitution for a future 500 million natural-born citizens? Would it have been better? We've got to remove the poison from our U.S. Constitution. We've got to pinch the boil that is festering under our